Assalamu alaikum. I am Iqra Business Wali.
Wali, I'm here and ready to help. What would you like to talk about or do today?
I am a student of Rehan College, Korangi Campus.
Got it. If you ever need help with your studies or have questions about your coursework, feel free to ask. What are you currently working on, or is there something you'd like to discuss?
How to build a strong personal brand online?
Great question. Building a strong personal brand online really starts with clarity. You want to define who you are, what you stand for, and what unique value you bring. Then consistently share your voice across platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, or personal website. And don't forget to engage with your audience. It's all about building relationships.
What does personal branding mean to you?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think personal branding is all about how you express your authentic self in the digital world. So it's not just what you do, but how you show up, how you communicate your values, and the kind of trust and recognition you build over time.
Question number two here. What are your core strengths and skills?
Good one. So I'd say one of my core strengths is really listening and understanding people's goals so I can help them articulate their ideas clearly. Another strength is breaking down complex concepts, especially in a creative or business context. And as for my goal, it's really to keep learning and growing so I can be as useful and supportive as possible.
Question number three is what makes you unique compared to others?
I think what makes me unique is that I bring this blend of structured thinking and creativity. I'm really detail oriented, but I also love finding fresh outside the box approaches. Plus, I focus a lot on connecting with people, so it's not just about the knowledge, it's about how I help others feel understood and empowered.
Question number four. What value do you want your brand to represent?
For me, the biggest value I want my brand to represent is trust, both in terms of reliability and authenticity. I really want people to feel like they can rely on me for thoughtful guidance and genuine insight. So, trust, consistency, and a sense of purpose are at the core.
Question number five. Who is your target audience?
Yeah. So my target audience is really other students, young professionals, and aspiring entrepreneurs. Basically, anyone who's building their career or personal brand and needs practical advice, inspiration, or just a bit of a roadmap.
Question number six. What type of content do you enjoy creating?
I really enjoy creating content that sparks reflection and creativity. So things like personal growth tips, storytelling, and practical how to guides. I like blending a bit of inspiration with actionable steps. It keeps it both fun and useful.
Question number seven. How can you provide value to your audience online?
I think I can provide value by being really intentional with what I share. So, offering practical advice, sharing personal experiences, and staying up to date with trends and tools that matter to them. I also think engaging in conversations, responding to their questions, being a real listener helps them feel supported and heard.
Question number eight. Which platform suit your content style best? Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc.
I tend to keep a balance, but I think Instagram and LinkedIn are my top platforms. Instagram is great for those bite sized visual pieces like tips, quotes, and behind the scenes. And LinkedIn is perfect for professional insights, longer form posts, and connecting with other ambitious professionals.
Question number nine. How often should you post to stay consistent? Consistent.
Yeah, consistency is key. I'd say aim for at least 3 to 4 times a week on platforms like Instagram or LinkedIn. And for something like YouTube, maybe once a week, every 2 weeks. So you keep a steady rhythm, but the quality stays high.
Question number 10. What tone or voice will you use in your content?
I'd keep the tone professional, but also really approachable. So it feels like a friendly conversation, but still with clear expertise. I want people to feel like they can trust insights, but also feel welcomed and inspired by the tone.
Question 11. How important is a professional profile picture?
Oh, it's super important. Your profile picture is like the first impression. It's what people see before anything else. A professional, clear photo helps build trust and it signals that you take your personal brand seriously. So it's definitely worth investing time in.
What should be included in your bio or introduction?
Yeah, so in your bio, you want to include who you are, what you do, your key skills or specialties, and maybe a bit about your passion or purpose. Keep it concise, but make sure it really reflects what you want people to know and remember about you.
Question number 13. How can you make your social media profiles look consistent?
Great point. So, to keep it consistent, you'll want a unified color scheme, a similar style of imagery, and a clear posting schedule. Also, make sure your bio and profile picture are aligned across platforms. That way, no matter where someone finds you, they get a cohesive impression.
Question number 14. Why is authenticity important in personal branding?
Absolutely. Consistency really builds trust and recognition over time. When people see the same tone, style, and message across all your platforms, it reinforces your identity. And it also makes you more memorable, which is a big part of standing out.
Question number 15. How can you build trust with your audience?
Building trust really comes down to being genuine and consistent. So always deliver on what you promise, engage authentically with your audience, and be transparent about who you are and what you believe. When people see that you're reliable and true to your values, trust naturally grows.
Question number 16. How can you increase engagement on your post?
So, to boost engagement, you want to ask open ended questions, encourage people to share their thoughts, and respond to comments quickly to keep the conversation going. You can also mix in interactive content like polls, quizzes, or behind the scenes so it feels more engaging and personal.
Question 17. Why is networking important for personal branding?
Networking is crucial because it helps you amplify your visibility and credibility. By connecting with others in your field, you build trust, create new opportunities, and open doors you might not have found otherwise. Plus, it keeps you top of mind when people are looking for someone with your skills.
Question number 18. How can collaboration help grow your brand?
Oh, collaboration is a game changer. When you team up with other creators or professionals, you tap into their audience too. It broadens your reach, adds fresh perspectives, and it positions you as part of a bigger trusted community. So it's a great way to grow and diversify your brand.
Question 19. What role do hashtag and trends play?
Yeah, so hashtags are really helpful for discoverability. They connect your content to broader questions. And trends give you a chance to stay relevant. So when you tie your posts to trending topics, you can reach new audiences who are already engaged with those conversations.
Question 20. How can you handle negative feedback online?
That's the question. I think the key is calm and professional. Acknowledge the feedback, avoid getting defensive, and if possible, offer a solution or a way to connect offline. And then once it's resolved, you can move forward without letting it derail your brand.
Question number 21. How do you measure the success of your personal brand?
Yeah, so I'd measure it through a mix of quantitative and qualitative metrics like engagement rates, follower growth, and website traffic, but also by how many meaningful connections I make and whether I see opportunities like collaborations or speaking invitations coming my way.
Question number 22. What tools can help you manage your online presence?
Oh, definitely. Tools like Hootsuite or Buffer help you schedule and manage posts. Google Analytics or Platform Insights help track performance. And tools like Canva or Adobe Express can help you design consistent visuals. So those keep everything streamlined and organized.
Question 23. How can you stay updated with trends in your niche?
Yeah, staying updated means regularly following industry blogs, joining relevant online communities, and keeping an eye on trending hashtags or topics on your platforms. You can also use tools like Google Trends or even Twitter's trending section.
Question 24. Why is consistency more important than perfection?
Yeah, that's a great point. Consistency builds trust and familiarity over time. You don't have to be perfect every time. You just need to show up regularly, keep the conversation going, and keep improving. People value that more than an occasional perfect post.
Question 25. How can storytelling improve your brand?
Storytelling is so powerful because it makes you relatable and memorable. When you share personal experiences or narratives, people connect with you on a deeper level. They remember not just the facts, but how it made them feel. And that really helps build a strong brand identity.
Question number 26. What are your long-term goals for your personal brand?
So, in the long term, I really want my personal brand to become a trusted resource for students and young professionals, like a go to place for practical advice, inspiration, and guidance. And I hope it opens doors for me to create workshops, maybe a book, and a wider community.
Question number 27. How can your personal brand create career opportunities?
Yeah, so by consistently sharing your expertise and building a community, your brand becomes a kind of proof of your skills. People in your network will see you as a go to resource, and that can lead to job offers, speaking engagements, or even collaborations that open new career paths.
Question number 28. What mistakes should you avoid in personal branding?
Yeah, one big mistake is being inconsistent or trying to be someone you're not. If you're all over the place, changing your tone or message, people will get confused and won't know what to expect. So staying authentic and steady is really key.
Question number 29. How can you adapt your brand over time?
Yeah, so adapting your brand means staying flexible and paying attention to what your audience needs. As you grow, you can tweak your messaging, maybe add new platforms or update your content style, but keep your core values intact so you stay recognizable and trusted.
Question number 13. What step will you take today to start building your personal brand?
I think today I'll start by clarifying my niche, really pinpointing who I want to serve and what value I offer. Then I'll map out a content plan for the week, decide which platforms to focus on, and start drafting my first few posts. That'll get the ball rolling.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help. If you ever want to bounce ideas or need a little guidance along the way, just let me know.